Welcome, everyone. I'm thrilled to have you here. Today, we are going to unlock the true power of AI by learning how to expertly manage your prompts and conversations in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Let's get started. Let's kick things off by defining what we mean when we talk about managing prompts and conversations. A prompt isn't just a question. It's the steering wheel for your AI. When you manage these prompts by saving, scheduling, or sharing them, you stop treating AI like a basic search engine and start treating it like a highly efficient, ongoing assistant. The basics involve interacting with the Copilot prompt gallery and your conversation history. Why does this matter? Because typing the same complex instruction every single day is a massive waste of your valuable time. By learning to manage these interactions, you reduce cognitive load, standardize the quality of your outputs, and maintain a highly organized digital workspace. Let's look at this flowchart. It illustrates the life cycle of a single AI interaction. You start at the top with your user intention, which translates into crafting a prompt. The AI processes this and gives you a response. But notice what happens next. This is where amateur users stop, but experts continue. The flow moves into manage interaction. From here, you have two distinct paths. You can route the actual instruction into your prompt gallery by saving it, or you can route the output into your conversation history for later organization. This diagram shows that an AI response is not the end of the line. It is the beginning of a managed workflow. Now that we know what management looks like, why should you invest time in doing it? Think about your daily routine. How often do you ask Copilot to summarize your unread emails or format a status report? Transitioning from ad hoc, on-the-fly queries to a systemic approach is a game changer. The why is simple: efficiency and consistency. If you spend 5 minutes crafting the perfect prompt that generates a flawless client summary, losing that prompt means losing that efficiency. You should start managing your prompts when you notice you're repeating tasks. In our deep dive, we realize that by capturing these interactions, you fundamentally shift your AI from being a reactive answering machine into a proactive, automated engine that scales your personal productivity. Take a look at this comparison diagram. On the top, we have the unmanaged workflow. You create an ad hoc prompt, you get a response, and then it is completely lost in your chat history. The return on investment for your effort is zero moving forward. Now, look at the bottom, the managed workflow. You take that same optimized prompt, receive your response, but then you move it into a saved and scheduled state. The final note here is continuous ROI. By simply managing the asset you created, you earn ongoing dividends in time and energy. It is a stark visual representation of working harder versus working smarter. Let's get highly practical. How do you actually save a prompt? Once you have engineered a prompt that gives you exactly what you need, you want to store it in the Copilot prompt gallery. The basics are incredibly simple. After you run your prompt and get a response, just hover your mouse over your original prompt text. You will see a small bookmark icon appear. Click it, give your prompt a clear, descriptive name, and it's saved. Why do this? Because complex prompts often include specific tones, context, and formatting rules that are tedious to retype. To access them, just click View Prompts and go to your prompts. A deep dive tip: you cannot edit a saved prompt directly. If you need to tweak it, run the saved prompt, edit the text in the chat box, save the new version, and delete the old one. This sequence diagram walks us through the exact technical steps of saving a prompt. First, the user runs an optimized prompt. Second, Copilot delivers that perfect response back to you. Third, the user hovers over the original text and clicks the bookmark icon. Fourth, the user interacts directly with the prompt gallery to name and save the asset. Finally, the prompt gallery confirms that this prompt is now available for one-click reuse in the future. It is a seamless loop that takes less than 5 seconds, but secures your hard work indefinitely. Building on saving prompts, what if you didn't even have to click a button to run them? This is where scheduling comes in. You can automate Copilot to run your prompts at specific times. The basics: hover over a successfully run prompt, click Schedule this prompt, and choose your frequency. Why is this revolutionary? Imagine logging in at 8:00 a.m. and Copilot has already summarized your overnight emails and drafted your daily agenda. It does the heavy lifting before your day even starts. You manage these via the three-dot menu under Scheduled Prompts, where you can pause, delete, or run them on demand. Diving deeper into the constraints, you need to know you can maintain up to 10 active scheduled prompts, and they can execute up to 15 times a day on your work-grounded data. This is automation at its finest. This flowchart demystifies the scheduling process. At the top, You identify a recurring task like a daily status check. You run the prompt manually first to ensure the output is perfect. Then, you hover and click Schedule, proceeding to set the time, like 8:00 a.m. every weekday. From there, the system takes over. Copilot executes automatically at the scheduled interval. You then arrive at work and simply review the output at your convenience. Concurrently, you have total control to manage in the Scheduled Prompts menu if your needs change. It is a completely hands-off workflow. You've saved your prompts, you've scheduled them. Now let's scale your success by sharing them. Sharing allows you to distribute your highly effective prompts to your entire team. To do this, navigate to the prompt gallery, find your prompts, and click the share icon next to the one you want to distribute. You simply select the team, and it instantly appears in their prompt gallery under the Team tab. Why do this? Because it drives absolute consistency. If your team needs to write weekly summaries, sharing one master prompt ensures everyone uses the exact same format and tone. For a deep dive pro tip, when writing prompts you intend to share, use variable placeholders in brackets, like client name or meeting date. This makes the prompt flexible and immediately usable for your colleagues without them needing to rewrite the core instructions. Look at this distribution graph. On the left, we have your optimized prompt, the asset you spent time perfecting. By utilizing the share icon in the center, you broadcast this asset outward. It flows simultaneously to colleague 1, colleague 2, and directly into a team channel. Because everyone is utilizing the exact same set of AI instructions, all these paths converge on the right at consistent team output. This diagram proves that sharing prompts isn't just about being helpful, it is a strategic move for quality control across your entire department. Managing the input is critical, but we also must manage the output, your conversation history. Every time you interact with Copilot, it creates a searchable thread. The basics of managing this involve using the Conversations menu to search for past keywords, rename threads, or delete them entirely. Why is this necessary? Renaming a chat to Q3 marketing plan makes it instantly retrievable later, while deleting irrelevant chats keeps your digital workspace focused and clutter-free. How do you do it? Just click the three-dot menu next to any chat title. For our deep dive into compliance and privacy, if you ever need to completely wipe your slate clean, deleting chats one by one won't cut it. You must navigate externally to the Microsoft My Account privacy portal, find your Copilot app activity history, and select Delete All. Keep your workspace organized and secure. This diagram breaks down your conversation management toolkit. Everything starts at the Conversations menu node. Depending on your action required, the tree branches out. If you need to find an old insight, you take the Find branch to search keywords. If you are organizing, you take the Organize branch to rename chat. For basic housekeeping, take the Clean branch to delete a single chat. But notice the final, Distinct branch for compliance. This bypasses the standard menu entirely, directing you to the My Account privacy portal, where you can securely delete all history. It's your complete control panel. As we build upon managing history, what do you do when a chat response is simply too valuable to leave in a basic chat thread? You elevate it to a Copilot notebook. What is this? It's the process of moving an insight from a transient, linear chat interface into a preserved, structured workspace. The basics involve taking a saved chat and migrating it to the Notebooks tab. Why? Because chat is a stream that gets pushed down. A notebook is a persistent document where you can edit the text, collaborate asynchronously with your peers, and perform deep analysis over time. How? Open your notebook, insert the saved insight, and start building. For our deep dive, notebooks are powerful. Once your chat is in there, you can ground the notebook with up to 20 external references like PDFs, SharePoint sites, or Excel files, allowing the AI to synthesize your old chat with new data. Let's trace this elevation process on the flowchart. We start on the left in a standard linear chat thread. When you identify a gold insight, you extract the data and move it directly into a Copilot notebook. Look at how the possibilities expand once it is in the notebook node. You can branch up to edit and refine the text. You can branch straight across to collaborate with your team asynchronously. Or you can branch down to add up to 20 file references. This final step leads to generating new deep insights, proving that migrating your chats into notebooks turns a fleeting conversation into a foundational business asset. Let's tie every single concept together into a real-time, highly important use case, the Monday morning sync. Imagine you manage a cross-functional team. On Friday, you use your prompt engineering skills to write a prompt that summarizes project emails and Teams chats. You save it. You share it with your team leads so they are tracking the exact same metrics. Then, you schedule this prompt to run at 7:30 a.m. every Monday. When you log in on Monday morning, you aren't digging through emails. You open Copilot and review the automated summary. It highlights a critical blocker in the supply chain. You immediately elevate that specific conversation into a Copilot notebook, tag your team, and start strategizing a solution before the 9:00 a.m. meeting even begins. You have just transformed chaotic, reactive busywork into a highly structured, proactive workflow. This final flowchart maps out our real-world scenario from end to end. We start on Friday, where you write the master sync prompt. You move down to save and share to team, ensuring alignment. Next, you schedule it for Monday at 7:30 a.m. Over the weekend, the system waits. At Monday 8:00 a.m., you simply review the automated summary. The decision diamond asks, blocker identified. If yes, you follow the path to elevate it to a Copilot notebook. From there, your team collaborates asynchronously inside the notebook. By the time you reach the final node, the 9:00 a.m. meeting, you aren't discovering problems. You are presenting solutions. This is the ultimate power of managing AI conversations.